Man, hot diggity.
It's going to be a bit different than the usual hero quest, since it was actually meant as a custom quest, since we kind of lost and our team was totally killed, and part of the team was missing. So
I
just
selected the color, but it didn't assign me.
So,
it's kind of
just so you know, the way this has been working out, every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard, we have been getting together to play this game.
Okay.
Or every week on Sunday.
Dinger, can I be green? Because I'm always green.
Dang it, man! I'm always green.
you move here.
Not. So, if you would like to be part of the group while we don't know the other player, you can certainly join. But as I mentioned, we're trying to get together every week, Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Obviously, we're much later than that right now.
What's going on here?
I don't know what color I'm supposed to be, but I'm just picking.
What's going on there? That's really none of your. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm sorry, man.
Go away. That's my area.
Hey Kage, why don't you spawn in the Rainbow Tower, Dice Tower of Destiny?
Later. Maybe later.
Ah, come on, you know you want to. That's Dice Tower.
Do you think you'd be interested in doing that, by the way? Because we're kind of in this lurch if we lose Archer as well, because we're already down one player.
Sure. I wouldn't mind. Nobody in my friends list is on at 10 o'clock. Like, of the people that I know in life. Because they're all either working or sleeping.
On Sunday?
On every day. Do people not usually work on Sundays?
Not where I live.
Oh,
Like, shut everything down. No hospitals, no police, nothing.
that seems pretty risky.
That's okay. The criminals also take a break.
No, I'm talking about for more of the
color?
hospital aspect. What if someone gets like horribly sick?
Jet.
The patients take a day off too.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Who am I gonna be? Gosh.
You
Man,
don't
if
have
I'm
to
taking
use
the place
engagement.
of Gray, I should be blue.
Okay.
I'll be wherever. I don't care. Just pick a thing.
Oh.
Just move over here.
Let me be blue, just because that's where Blair Fox usually is as a player, and I am going to totally
We're all on Skype, by the way.
I'm gonna try and.
Yeah. Why are you using in-game chat?
I don't know, because it's a thing. I've been used to playing this game.
What the fuck are you doing?
I am taking the Gray
Oh,
Fox
Springfield.
character. I'm
Okay.
taking the Gray Fox character, and I'm gonna out Gray. It's gonna happen.
Good luck with that.
Wait, so you're gonna take like at least 5 minutes for every decision?
That is a thought. I might do that. And I'll ramble on about things that I can possibly do, and then never do any of them.
Cool.
Wait a minute. I don't want to be a mage. I guess I'm gonna be a mage though.
You're not that
God.
magey.
We
it's,
might
it's not
need
the
to-
classical mage.
We
It's a bit
might need to
different.
rename these guys because they all look alike.
Yeah, better give them some names and change them up a bit.
Or hold on, can I color him? I can.
Yeah, you can call it topic.
Blue.
But yeah, it's not the classical mage. It's not quite as useless as it usually is. It has some custom abilities and stuff.
All right, I'm getting my stream on because, streams are awesome.
Nah, man. I don't believe you.
You're gonna be
So,
streaming, Kage? Oh dear.
Yes, well, because it's going to be easier for me to edit things or get things, without taking up the hard drive space. Because I'm still editing videos of the other ones, which, by the way, Dinger, once again, if you would like to, I mean, I can talk to you a bit more about it a little bit later, because I'd like to get a actual commitment if you want to. But if you do, I've got a series of YouTube videos on my channel right now that are basically the story so far. I'm down 1 or 2 maps. You could always watch him from Dead Planet's point of view. He's got all of them. Mine are more edited with a few cuts in the beginning with some highlights, but...
Yeah, I shouldn't say this, but I recommend watching Kage's videos because my videos are the entire playthrough. So that's 3 hours for every day we've played.
I get a short sword. This
You
is.
too.
This doesn't seem very barbarianish.
So let me see what you've got. So Dead, you've got a short sword, a dagger, and a toolkit. So you're our trap guy. Suspicious levels of agility and hand control. Does that mean anything? What does parry do? I don't know what you. Oh, you've got this thing here. What is this? Strong shove activates when a black skull is rolled during an attack. The effect depends upon the remaining white skulls. What the hell? Did you make this or did you copy?
I did make all of this, yeah.
Did you seriously make that?
Yes, I did.
You're not.
I'm not kidding. I made this.
How did you even make that? That's kind of awesome. You'll have to show me how you did all this. Did you kind of cheat a little by using editing the save files?
Yeah, it's save file.
Target defense dice are reduced by 1. Target is additionally pushed back. Parry. Add 1 die to defense and attack rolls. If it is a black skull and the action is successful, the target receives 1 damage. So he's got a short sword, but he's going to be re-rolling as if he has a broadsword?
Pretty much, yeah. But it can't do 3 damage. It can only do 2 damage, but he has 3 dice.
I see. But it says, but if he gets a 2 skulls and a black skull, it's 3 damage.
Exactly, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, ethereal dagger, which Dinger will have. Rolls 1 combat die. You roll a white skull for success if the target is a maximum of 2 tiles away. Black skull otherwise. So is it like a dagger he can keep throwing?
Yeah, it's magic. It's
okay,
magic.
so he doesn't consume it.
It doesn't consume, no.
So
I'm just gonna stay back and use.
So as long as they're 2 tiles away, you just have to roll a skull. If they're further away, you have to do a black. So that's neat. That's kind of a neat idea. I gotta give you credit for coming up with that.
You have strong shove, Kage.
I shove things strongly. I am the strongest of the strong.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, and you also, as mentioned on the card, everybody gets 1 school of magic, and the wizard gets 2 schools.
Oh, I get a magic skull. All right, who picks first? The wizard?
What does School of Magic even mean?
Like one of
back?
these is. Yeah, wait a second. Let me flip them over.
Oh.
You can see. Dang it.
You did a little bit of the base hero quest that I did, so you should kind of know how that works. Basically, there's 4 schools of magic. You get. Should we have him pick one and then?
Yeah, I would say we just go clockwise then. Yeah.
Well, let's do. Yeah, because I would be the one that gets the least, so I would probably get. So have him pick one, and then Dead pick one. I'll pick one, then he gets whatever's left.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So. Use the spells. You might just take a look at them, see which ones you think you might like, and pick the school that it belongs to, basically. Oh, can you promote me real quick? I'm gonna put something into the table that I found in one of the newer HeroQuest mods. There was a new HeroQuest mod that was updated,
All right.
just like the other day, and it's got some neat ideas. There's actually 2 of them. There were 2 of them. One is like one of them combined like every other mod, and then another one was a 3D version of this. It actually had a 3D board. I had thought about doing that, but when I tried to play with it, I realized quickly why I didn't do it. Is because it's very hard to put doors and things like that in the game when they're all compact. It was very difficult.
Yeah, you promoted
the fire school.
But I did grab something from it, which I think is kind of neat and will help us in future games. And that is, where's my HeroQuest tab? There it is. This.
Oh, that's neat, yeah.
I'll just make a couple of those for each player.
Oh, awesome. I was thinking about something like that. Cool.
So what I'll probably do for when we get together again is just make one for each of your colors, and then we'll put them into the rooms each time you search.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let me.
So, did you have any thoughts on the whole treasure chest thing that I was suggesting a long time ago?
I don't quite recall.
It was the one where you don't shuffle the deck until you actually get a treasure.
We've done it. We've done a couple different variants on it. Ultimately, what ended up happening after a few rounds is people were getting far too many items. Like I had to basically by the end of it, there was like 6 health potions in play, and it was getting ridiculous. So what we've decided to do is kind of because the game's rule book says you're supposed to shuffle it every time you draw.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So
So
you're trying to tell me that.
and
I can
what I
see
was
the yellow and the green treasure disc.
what I was
It's
doing
okay, I
was
guess, but-
between maps, I would reshuffle the treasure deck, right? I would put all the things they got and put it back into the treasure deck. So that means if they found a potion of defense, if they found a heroic brew, anything like that, the next dungeon they'd have a chance to find a second one. And what I started noticing is that stuff was getting hoarded, and it was just making it harder and harder to kill the heroes. So ultimately, what we're doing now is it's a variant where the treasures do not go back until the item is consumed. All right. So between dungeons, the items, if you still have an item, you basically get like if you drew the card, you hold on to the card, so we always know you have it, and then it will get put back into the deck on the next dungeon after it's used. And because we are using limited treasure, I'm not shuffling the deck every time.
Yeah, that's
So
what we were doing before. Is we were keeping the items in the inventory that you kept on shuffling every single time, and I suggested that you don't shuffle it every time.
So, well, trust me, even after shuffling it every time, they were still robbing me of treasure. It was pretty nuts. Plus, the game was going a bit slow because every single dungeon, every room would get searched by all 4 heroes repeatedly. And this kind of cuts down on that a bit because there's more of a sense of danger, but it's also easier for the heroes to kind of get an idea of, okay, we found how many treasures now? All right, there might still be good cards in there.
Well, did you pick your school of magic, that planet?
Well, I was waiting for Kage.
Well, I was just explaining to this, guys. You could pick your
Yeah.
you could pick your
Yeah,
thing.
clockwise.
No, I'll take final pick.
No, you don't.
Oh no, you pick because
I
you're
don't?
more
Alright.
magically-
If
you're
I
more
don't,
inclined than I am.
alright.
What
Let's
did
see
Dinger
what's
pick? You
left.
picked fire?
Fire. Classical.
Yeah, fire.
Classic mage. All right, very good. That's a good idea. So you've got water, earth, wind.
And wind.
I feel like wind is more for agility. Like I feel like that's an agility.
Ah,
type.
crap,
Oh,
crap,
no,
crap,
I
crap,
did
crap.
not.
1 second.
Oh
I
no!
meant to
Oh, no.
press F.
Made it
I'm
worse.
sorry.
Oh no!
Did you lose something?
Well, I feel like a dwarf, so I'm gonna stick close to the earth.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay, your pick.
That's what I was kind of thinking. Since I was going to be the strong barbarian, I was like, ooh, I can give myself health.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, like
you
wind.
still can, right?
water.
Yeah, I was just thinking, he had a point there. I was like, ooh, wind would actually not be too bad for you because you're agility based. But how do I want to go about doing
Wait.
this?
And what?
You've got, your thing is kind of like an agility thing, you know.
Yeah, agility
Yeah.
usually like they either want wind or water because
mean,
they
it's-
when they like in lore context generally agility people they all focus on like the wind aspect
They're
or
like
the water
airbenders.
aspect because they want to be
That's-
smooth like water or they want to be fast like wind.
Yes. That's
Try
what
not
I
to stack them all when you lose the
reconsidered.
name.
I'm gonna be fast. I'm gonna be swift as the
Alright.
wind.
I'll grab the stout, rocky stuff.
Right.
It just makes sense in terms of lore for the agility person to be swift like the wind or fluid like water.
So we each have 6 body points.
Yep.
That's interesting. So you were not adjusted for. Okay.
No, you guys are just all kind of training equally. Just you have preferred, bigger weapons.
Yeah.
He's been a questionable character, and he was just magical. So you all kind of studied at the same time. You've been very close.
He's a questionable character with his questionable agility.
Yeah, and there is actually a point to the difference between arcane knowledge, agility, and strength. It does actually have an impact a few situations. Just to tell you that much.
God
All right,
damn
so you
it!
picked out the school. What is it?
I keep grabbing a card when I'm trying to draw a square. Like 5 times in a
Okay.
row.
Another little thing, which is not really that big, but I put the combat die in the little bags over here, so you can just grab as many as you need.
So it looks to me like I've got 3 and 3 for attack and defense.
Yeah, you can keep them in there. You can take them. I don't really care what you do with the dice. Like you can pull them out when you need them, or you can pull them later. It's really same difference to me. It's like
I'm
having
just gonna
20
see,
dice.
because I'm only gonna need 2. So am I like the mage in the sense that I can't buy like armor and certain armor and stuff, or no?
Well, that's a good question because this is kind of a unique quest in which it's a mercenary type quest because it's kind of a side adventure. I already kind of have an
It's a
idea.
fun
How,
episode.
I already have an idea of how we're going to kind of continue because all the heroes died in a dungeon, and I really wasn't expecting them to all die, but they did. So I've got a plan for that, but this is kind of an interim thing where because they've been killed or supposedly killed, these 3 mercenaries are going to go and try and
Oh, I have
resolve that
exposition if
problem.
you want to
So,
reveal the exposition with your
We've
exposition
got
rules?
exposition. Have you changed it anyway?
Not since last time I gave it to you.
Okay, I think I've got the text file. I can look for that. So yeah, in this case, what are we doing with the treasures? How is that going to affect the main heroes, or at least what are you thinking of that regarding? Because we haven't really talked about that too much.
Well, I have mostly kept it so you can continue onwards. So I don't want to spoil it too much either, in the others. So we can pretty much discuss afterwards what is canon and what isn't.
Okay.
But I've tried to make it sensible. Like I didn't overpower either side.
All right, because I was just wondering whether treasure searching was going to be interesting or not. Well, it might be because we need potions anyway to continue. We don't know how hard the dungeons will be. So, all right, let me grab the document and word wrap, please. Oh man, it's a big block of text.
I'm gonna go get a drink while you do this real fast.
Oh, he's gonna get a drink during my exposition.
Let's wait the exposition until he returns.
Fine, I'm gonna get a drink too, and it's gonna get
Okay.
streamed, and it's gonna put on YouTube. My chair being empty.
Sadness.
Oh, cool! Is it a
Happy.
charity stream?
Yes. Is that, do you get it?
That one was good.
Charity. Get it?
Yes.
It's. I had to explain it because it's gray.
Hey, I like the joke. The pun.
Gray.
Yes.
I'm calling you dumb.
I know.
Damn it, Gray. Wow. Fine. I'm getting a drink.
Yes.
Fine.
Alright, I have my roaring fire sound ready for the exposition. Bring on the Deckard.
Well, they're all getting drinks right now, so exposition waiting.
Well, I already have drinks here, so if they are out getting drinks, I'm gonna go out and get some alcohol.
Oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom while I wait.